Good morning, everybody. All right, boys. Good morning, morning. Nice move in the market yesterday, man. Beautiful move we got yesterday. Beautiful level of a retest. We got it at 68.43. Gave up a little bit yesterday, and then we got a nice move upside from it. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. Why is that so important? So if you guys see 68.41.43, big resistance up here. We came over here on that Friday. Next week popped up, came held over here, retested, went upside, gave up, retested, went lower. Again over here, got a rejection, and yesterday we got a breakout. I mean, last week we got a breakout from Monday, and we got a retest yesterday. Did give up a little bit of that 43 level, but base held pretty beautiful. We had an anchor view up of previous day, held that anchor view up, retested that 43, and upside. Mentioned this first thing in the morning yesterday in the group that, hey, watch that level right here, right in the morning. Watch 68.43 ES demand hold in the morning. If it doesn't, if does, can trade SPY or SPX and massive move upside. I saw SPX, one of those contracts that I was looking at went from $3 to $20. I didn't catch that move. I was in a Apple trade, and at that moment when we got that retest, I was not around. This was a beautiful breakout, and then retested over here at the zone, made a higher low pattern, couldn't make new lows, faked out, and then upside. All right, today 68.90 pivot point today, guys. Holds, we'll probably go upside. If it doesn't hold, we go to 68.65. Now, you guys can see that clearly, right? Let me show you guys over here clearly. We pull this way. So you can see over here, this one, this level has been in demand over here more or less, and over here became a stronger kind of resistance. You can see basically flag right over there and got to move up. So if the 68.90 cannot hold, guys, then I think probably we come into here. And that maybe is another long entry. I don't know if we're gonna get this one again before making new all-time highs. I think we're gonna go all-time highs. I don't know if this is gonna come in, and I don't think so it's gonna come in. If it doesn't, this is gonna be your next entry, guys. 68.65 to take her upside to 69.09 maybe, and then upside. Play level to level. All right. That's the ES. Now SPY. Beautiful demand came yesterday, right? Beautiful demand, right? Support over here, gave up, became resistance, tried over here, again, couldn't, have a hard rejection over there, and we reclaimed that level, right? This was the resistance, okay, couldn't, broke out, held, now upside, 6. So if we pull back, of course, we will have to watch this level, I would say first on SPY, 682-ish, guys, this way. 682.33-ish. These highs that we got on Monday, we want to see maybe we could get a retest again over there. If we get a rejection up there. All right, that's the SPY, boys. Apple. Uh, Yesterday in the morning, Apple been talking about it for a long time. She's been a very tight squeeze, very tight squeeze. Right after its earnings, made a massive move on earnings, went all the way to 285. Whatever's above 277.32 and 285, this is aftermarket. All right, because this is when earnings happened. If I show you guys on a daily, we only have 277.32. That's all-time highs. All right, 285 is basically aftermarket levels here. We break this 277.32, guys, today. I think we probably go to 285. All right. Apple has been in a very tight momentum and released the squeeze yesterday. This morning, we did come around 277, couldn't break the 32 level, of course, and getting a little bit of pullback. All right. Um, I'm watching this, guys, and or Apple could be also a good retest, I would say, at this zone right here. Could be also coming over there, maybe around the 273.40 last week's highs. Blah blah blah. We could also come over there, retest over here, and then take a move upside. All right, that's two scenarios in Apple. Over here would be beautiful if you want to retest. Of course, I'm already long on Apple. I don't want that, right? My option is gonna get murdered. So, all right, that's Apple, boys. Next one we got the newsletter. What's the next? What happened in the newsletter today? Boring newsletter. All right, been nice squeeze, finally fired. 280 calls. We yesterday went from 280 to 77. All right, let's talk about AMD. Got upgrades this morning. Strong reaction from investment day yesterday. 249, 253 supply zone. Break and hold 260. Rejects, pull back toward 240, 241 demand. Jack caught it perfectly yesterday at the mean. We called it out yesterday, the mean. Beautiful this, yes. AMD. All right, let's pull up the mean. AMD, boys, loves the mean. It just loves the mean. Right? What is the mean? The 21 EMA, the purple. Right? You could see AMD mean bounce. Yeah, of course, gave away the mean yesterday. Once we reclaimed the mean, Jack got in. Again, we got news came in and we got a little bit of pullback and redeem upside. Right? That's holding. That's 21 EMA. This morning, guys, AMD, it's as a resistance, right? You want to see, you can see when we were in a tight momentum, this was holding, 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 gave up. Can we break this 253 upside to 260 to 267? I think this thing can have momentum, guys. AMD is a very one of the strongest stocks out there, like Google, I would say. Uh, Came to that previous all-time highs to 2730. You can see how she beautiful held over here. Yesterday again, a few days on Friday again came here. Yesterday again it came to this demand. It's making a beautiful pattern for another highs, guys. All right. Yesterday, I didn't listen to Lisa, but as Jag was mentioning, it was beautiful, whatever she was saying, whatever they're calling, whatever they're saying. So I think this can have potential upside, guys. That's AMD. Amazon. All right. Tight squeeze setup, 250 breaks and hold, upside toward 255, 258. All right, getting a little bit of a move pre-market here, guys. Pulling the daily. So Amazon, guys, you guys can see this beautifully what happened. Let's reach out here. This is a beautiful pattern, guys, on Amazon. One of my favorite setup going forward this year, uh, right now, because we have some range. 242 was all-time highs. We had another highs over here at 238, 240-ish, right? Amazon, after its earnings, we got a new all-time highs, right? We broke out, made new highs. First candle that we made was 250, right? This was right here, right? This was the next day's highs that we made. That was all-time highs on Amazon. The next day, of course, we gapped up, made new all-time highs, and then we pulling back. Where did we pull back? At a key level, right? So what does it show me? A nice B pattern, or maybe a C for continuation. All right, this is beautiful setup coming in on Amazon. Now, if we can get a 250 breakout, above here, I think 255, and all that can come in. So let's pull this in hourly. So you can see that 250 around here caused resistance, came back to that previous all-time highs, to that 238 zone, and got that bounce, held that level. Now above 250 this morning. If we can stay above 250 and yesterday's highs, this could be a nice long trade for next few days. I would buy next week's and be in this from up here. This is your pivot point. This doesn't hold, we go lower. Simple. All right, that's Amazon, boys. CoreWeave, 88.76, 84.40 demand zone, potential bounce area. Hold, move to 97 and 100. Lose 84, can flush all the way to 72.64. I've been talking about this zone for a long time. This is a place that I don't mind longing here, guys, at all, right? With a very tight stop loss. Now the stop loss is going to be 87.60. You can already see that's low. That's the lowest. We got earnings. The only problem that's stopping me to go longs over here at the moment is we had earnings. And after earnings, I like something to base. It is coming to a key level for it to base. So this is one of my levels that I have been talking for a long time. This is a long place that I want to long at 84-ish, right? It hasn't been there, but right on the corner. So it's a place that you want to long if you like this thing. Had its earnings. I haven't pulled up a report, so I don't know. But better entry if you want could be this. Very simple. You can buy it over here with a tight stop loss. I want to really get it here, but I'm not going to get it here. I'm going to wait to see if I can hold this zone, this level, and maybe take it over here. And then go back to the 21-ish. If this wasn't earnings, maybe I would have bought it this morning. I was really thinking to get in this morning, but I haven't bought. But this is not a bad place to buy long shares over here. Yes, boys, not a bad spot at all. All right, so CoreWeave, watch this zone. This could be a nice bounce zones into the 9,700 level, 100 holds. This is not a bad place to long. If guys, this 84 cannot hold, we're gonna flush, go to 64-ish maybe. This could be coming very quick, guys. We do have a daily squeeze. Momentum is downside after its earning, but it's a demand, right? It's a demand over here on the daily. You can see that clearly. If you guys have any charts you guys want to discuss or talk about, post it in the on the YouTube channel, the chat. Before the stream, I'll talk about it. All right, the next one. Googleicious. Absolute monster, boys. This is absolute monster. The 290 calls that we have a runner on this one. Beautiful in the money, probably, if we open up here. That's let's see. Let's see. Uh, watches 291, 285, 288 demand, guys, on Google, right? So now, last week, where did we call the trade on Friday? Right over here. Beautiful retest, right? Let me show it to you. Beautiful this was. Let's go here. Alpha ideas. Google. November, whatever. Can also use this demand as a stop loss. What am I posting here? 275, 277 zone, right? You can see this was a nice drop. This is where you want to long. This is the ABC pattern. Boom, retest this pattern for another break upside, right? Same thing that I was showing you guys on AMD. Same thing, sorry, I was showing you guys on Amazon. Same thing right now, right? So you can see this was that day. And it got bought up and 291.92. That's yesterday, this morning. Want to see if we can stay above the zone, guys. That's all-time highs on Google, right? To 91.59 was all-time highs yesterday. Yesterday we made a new all-time highs. Of course, we want to see hold above yesterday's highs now and keep going upside. So I don't know. I would want to see Google toward 300, guys. Earnings candle after its earnings candle. Maybe this could be also a good level to watch, guys. After its earning, it got this pop, right? All right, 295.78 and then 299, I would say. That's Google issues. One of the strongest stocks out there, boys. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this, man. 21 EMA retested. 21, 21. Gave up a weird. Came to the 50. 21 again. And making new moves. Of course, it is extended, guys. Too long. You have to be careful. But structure is still there. This can hold. Can make a nice move upside still. Let's change this into verde. All right. Goldman Sachs. Monday, I spoke about this, guys, on the newsletter. I said, hey, this is a nice thing that we can watch. Side chart, she's breaking nicely. Stay above yesterday's high of day, 825 next target. Goldman Sachs, same thing, right? Making a nice move up, coming to key demand, right? Beautiful demand held, beautiful demand held, beautiful demand held, retesting that demand, right? After it's turning, retested, held that demand, going up. And once she reclaimed these 21, I said, hey, this looks good. I didn't trade it, mentioned it in the group, posted in the newsletter. And if you're playing this one, you're holding this one, it's nice momentum can go, Bryce. 825 can come in. This is a beautiful shark mouth breaking, guys, like you guys know. Look at this. This could have a nice little tight squeeze. You see, tight squeeze on multiple day squeeze. See, going up, multiple days, tightness happening. And if we get a breakout, oh my God, this could be a nice momentum. 825 could come. Should watch the YM for this. Oof, look at the YM this yesterday. Yeah, yesterday she was strong, coming also from 21, 50 held. Wants to make probably new highs. Yeah, new all-time highs coming on YM. The first one, and then the other ones will follow. All right. Meta. Still calling patient phase 638, 40, 645. Great long opportunity. If you see my last YouTube, guys, this was basically on last week's Friday when I was talking. Last YouTube I did. 600. That's the demand I mentioned. Will hold. We can go long. Look where she came. Straight to the resistance. Levels don't lie, boys. This is a level that I have forever. 638.40. Now we're gonna have a hard time breaking this. Once we break this, not a long entry, guys. This is basically, of course, if you want a long warrior, you can use intraday levels, VWAP, all that. 600 is your long entry. Around 600 is very good entry. Of course, she is moved upside, but I think, guys, Meta for me, she can be all-time highs very soon. Once she gets her mojo back, once it gets its this kind of mojo, we go, guys. Once it gets this kind of momentum, we'll go. All right. Just need some catalyst on it. And she's a stock that something will come in it. She's one of the big names. But 638, 638, 40, 640 level, 645-ish needs to clear over here. Then we can get a nice momentum on her. So keep watching that level, boys. If we can clear that, I think 720, 725 will come very quick. That's Meta. Next one, what we got here? Netflix and Nvidia. Netflix, yeah, longs, boys. We bought longs, Netflix, good shares. I mean, look at this, right? Nice Netflix held over here at this bottom, beautifully. Nice base, nice base, nice base. It got on 1,009 yes shares over here. Netflix gonna have a split, I think next week. So this was a beautiful long, I think, on Netflix that we longed over here. Now I want to see at least hold above that 1,011.34. 1134-ish. This morning, I want to see hold above 1134. I think we can probably get a squeeze of 1062. Now, what's happening also with Netflix, guys? We are reclaiming the 200s and the 21 right now. So we stay above the 1134. We reclaim the 21, the mean. And then I think this can start making the move. So good long entries on the 1094 or 1090-ish. Hold above, if we get a pullback at that 1107-ish around there, that's would be maybe another entry. Hope not for me. I want to stay in here. I want to see this squeeze up, but 1134 is pivot point today. See if that can hold. Probably gonna get a push upside. All right, Nvidia 195.62. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Nvidia, boys. Nvidia momentum breakout upsides, and then a little bit of a pullback. Scared everybody. That bought above 200 is classic move. I think 195 very key level, guys. Nvidia. You can see 195 was all-time highs over here. If we can reclaim this today, I think 201, 203 to go back upside. Beautiful. Also, this could be a nice, you can see a nice demand here, a nice demand here. And then we got a nice bounce here. Second, guys. My mouse has frozen here. I think it's my battery. I have another mouse next to me. It was with battery. Yeah, my mouse died out. Oh, there we go. All right, so we want to see above 195 Nvidia, guys. 195.62. We can get above this 195.62 yesterday's highs, and we can probably move get a move at 201, 203. Retested at 21, held beautifully 191, making nice move upside. All right, Palantir, Snow, and Tesla. Palantir, another key level, boys. A lot of key levels over here. Palantir, after its earnings, nice pop at earnings, pullback. Also around the 50 key demand. Let me show you guys in the 4 hours. Beautiful demand over here on Palantir. Held aware, beautiful demand. 190 is all-time highs on Palantir right here. Previous all-time highs, holding above over here. We can hold. We can probably go to Monday's highs over here and on 200 and 204. Palantir, I like it. Very tight range right now on the smaller time frames. Very tight from yesterday, holding above that 190. So if hold above 190, I like long for next week, guys. If you can hold above that 190, above the zone, I like swings for next week. If it comes to that 21 around here, maybe a better entry, but not sure. 190 is a key level. But I like this a lot. Maybe in the morning itself, boys. This is looking very. So take a look in the 15. Tightness. I'll look in the smaller time frame if we can get a nice squeeze breakout in the morning, guys. Looking good to me to watch today, guys. We'll probably get a nice squeeze today. Looks like a nice squeeze. Nice shark over here, small 1 hour, 2 hour squeeze. Gonna get a nice breakout, boys. Looking good. All right, Snow. Beautiful squeeze also on Snow, guys. Snow is one of the ones that came to the 21. I got longs in Snow. This is nice squeezing upside. Came back to the 21, right? Came back to the mean. Peeping above key levels. Goes above this 275, 280. This can move, boys. Show you guys on the monthly chart, right? Look at Snow, boys, right? This was a key level that she has to hold, right? This IPO level. Just holding above that IPO level, very key. And if we can get a squeeze, I think this can go to 300 very quick. This is the patient one. If you can buy some nice longs over here, leaps, and hold, this thing can pay out. It's patient one, beautiful one here. Right, Snow, Tesla. Hey, good morning, Vasuda, Reddit, and CLH, Juna. Yes, for sure. Tesla. Very tightness, boys. Tesla. If you can see, guys, this is I'm pulling a daily chart. Let's remove this. Right? Tightness. Very tightness. Above this zone over here is holding very key. Bigger time frame, this thing looks like a nice flag, right? What is this? This looks like on Tesla. Nice momentum on its move we got. And now we're basically flagging, right? This level. This is a key level that I would say that if we can get a break, maybe try this and we can get up. But in the meanwhile, we can try it in a lot of the levels, boys, right? There's a lot of levels here. I'm showing you guys in a bigger picture there. Now let's see in a smaller picture, right? You can see over here, resistance is for, let me put in a 2 hour chart. No, sorry, 4 hour. You can see a good demand over here, right? Good demand over here. Gave up, of course, this morning. Basically, around here, we are holding this 439. We want to clear this 444 around here. We can clear, we could probably go to 450. So you can also look for, this is a very tight event. I already showed you guys from the daily where she's coming. If we look at this chart on the 4 hour, we're making also high low patterns. Right? Can make these low, pull back, and now we holding this on a 1 hour chart. Looks very beautiful pattern for a breakout. So 445-ish can hold. I think 451, 450 will come. Keep an eye on this one, guys. Holding very tight on the daily. This will be a massive move when she does. Sophie, of course, already have that in my plan. Sudhir, I think Sudhir 3122. Beautiful breakout can come over here. This is a beautiful chart. Long. This is something that you got to believe in it and hold it. And I think this momentum can come. A beautiful 3122 breaks. Let me show you in the weekly. All right, this is last week's highs around there. We can break this last week's highs. We can probably go to this 32. This looks very good. Above, you can see this was tight, hard, tried, right? Tried. And this week, basically, we are closing above over here more or less. If we can, I mean, of course, this is a weekly chart. We still have 3 more days to finish. But this looked like a massive move coming. Looks very beautiful. Check the daily, right? Tightness. Daily squeeze. The daily squeeze gonna fire. This can get momentum. Reddit. I like Reddit. Beautiful demand. Reddit came and held. I was thinking that hey, maybe goes and fills the gap that I want probably buy over here. I missed the entry, but I think Reddit, if it can hold above 205, 208, Wasuda, this is bullish. Holding the 21 beautifully right now. Right, holding the 21, holding the 208. This is very bullish, but of course, got a nice momentum on this. This can probably chill a little bit for another leg up. 205, 208 is a good place. Also very tight. This could probably also just break out this morning. Beautiful. This is beautiful chart. Celsius. CLH. Earnings dropped hard, holding the 200 for now. Yeah. Personally, I'm not a fan of a chart like this when I see with this earnings. This is a drop. This is 42. I would say if you want to long this thing, if you like this thing, 42. Yeah, it's a very key level. It's holding after its earning. Already had a drop. So, this is the earnings drop. Yeah, but then again, over here also had a drop. Gap. Same earnings gap. You see, 42. I like this 42 level if you want to long it, Juna. I like it over here, 42.88 if you can hold. So it's not a bad place. I mean, you can see last time I held over here. Not my place that I would like it. But if you want, it's not a bad spot. I tried this drink. I don't like the drink. I'm not gonna buy something I don't like. That's my thoughts. What else is moving, guys? Pre-market, anything moving over here? Bill this morning popped up. I saw a move. Needs to clear 80, 53, 54. This could be maybe a nice long, guys, on Bill. Bill Holdings. This has been beaten down. Getting a little bit pop. I don't know what the news is. All right. IBM also saw a pop. IBM had its earnings this morning. She's trading higher. Looking good, looking good. IBM can hold these key levels. 319, that needs to break and hold. IBM also a nice flag, guys. Right after its earnings, look where she came, 21. Nice momentum on this one. Probably get a nice move. Oh, this is all-time highs, boys. Yeah, this is all-time highs. Watch her also, 319.35. That's all-time highs on IBM. This is all-time highs, guys. Moderna also popping over here this morning a little bit, or yesterday. Also nice squeeze. MU is also my scanner this morning. Some volume, but nothing special here. I'm already in this. That's it, guys. Nothing else. Let's talk about the market again. Yes. So this morning, guys, want to see 68.90 pre-market over here and see if we can hold over here. Probably can push upside. If 68.90 in the morning cannot hold, guys, we probably come to this demand to go long again. If this demand doesn't hold, we can short it all the way in the bottom over here, 68.43. That's a key level to watch, guys. Show you guys on the daily again, right? This was that resistance we got a breakout, we held, and we held over here, right? Look at this candle that we got. Oh my God, last week Friday. And this day I said this be a beautiful dip buy. Look at this, man. Oh my God, beautiful. Look at that candle. All-time highs is coming, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to cut the stream. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like for me also to the YouTube, guys.